Oleg seems to be either gloomy and Svetlana sorrowful. Both of them look at you intently. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when they will arrive? Who are they? They are Staglord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like debugs in Beggar's Hut, and you just stirred them up. They have camped not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Staglord won't want to take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke out gate so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd have shown them what for long ago if not for Svetlana. They claimed they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Staglord and his cronies, of course. That Staglord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and legs as taxes, and they call their executions punishment for treason, even those who never swore allegiance to the Staglord. They're killed fast if they're lucky, if not... Though, why don't you go to start supper while we finish our talk? Svetlana, I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to Staglord. Ouch and Dovan for Nishrok come to mind. They like to make show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we solve the bodies. Lawful good, you have nothing to fear. I'll help you to deal with the attack. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Luton is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue though. Now we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around, some tar and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire, could you give it to me? I'm sure I'll find a good use for it, and oh boy, I usually do. Here, take it. 12! Whoa. But should you start throwing it in the bandits, please be careful, don't set the post on fire. I'm going to look around, think on the best way to use the tar and traps. Alright, soon as you're finished, let us know. And don't leave the post, the bandits could return at any time. Bokken! A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bokken, local herbalist. What brings you here? We could use your help. Oh, actually, let's ask about him first. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I've lived in the forest, lived off the land. Since leaving Restov for the parts, I ended up merchant here at Oleg's and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness. Help me with things, they bring me water or firewood when it's cold and occasional barrel of honey. They are good people. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. And we failed. Well, not that much. We'll talk later. So we're all tired. This is going to hurt. Well, the old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. I need to do something about my pronouncing. Heavy crossbow, longsword, buckler up. You, my dear, will have a small buckler. And that's already too much for her. Yeah. She's weak. We need to give her something to increase her strength. When we find something. Nothing here. Boxes. Use traps to help catch the bandits. Good. Sorry, Oleg, but we need your potatoes for tactical reasons. This seems to be tar. This is actually check as well, which we could have failed. Spill the tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits. Sporge. Oh, heavy mace. No, we'll take it. Now that we are here. Spoon. Rope. Rope is good. Always have rope. Ropes and crowbars. Okay.
Right higher.
Wait for attack. I'm prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. Fear not. I'll stand between you and this scum. You're under my protection. Thank you, Valerie. Finally, a fight. Was bored with all the talking. Amiri, we all were bored with all the talking. Well, these aren't the heroes I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. Like beating bandits. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful and please don't let Oleg to do anything too risky. Svetlana, go hide inside, we're going to go meet our guests. 6 hours 40 minutes as we weren't already tired.
We will prevail!
This will hurt.
And yes, let them do that and you rage. Okay, that should make it easier for us. Hey, come forward please. Thank you, we need that.
Let's try this way. This should do it. A calculated risk.
Okay, this is going far better than I expected. We are not even dead yet. Brilliant! You can stop screaming now. Whew. Nice stuff! Which we of course need to allocate. Oh, that was far better than I had expected. Yeah, suffers from heavy encumbrance. Let's... oh, forgot something. This first. Composite longbow, and we should now have better bows. Yes, we do. Composite longbow. This allows strength bonuses to be used as part of the damage. You too. And none of the armor is good, but we did have something. Cloak of Resistance +1. This cloak grants its wearer +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws. Bonuses of the same type usually don't stack. I have Fortitude 3, Reflex 6, Will 0, and the last one is bad. And +1. Ooh, that's quaint. You rats got what you deserved. Now they will know better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Bucken out of the before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lord, head up to the quest rooms on the 2nd floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And naturally, you are not allowing us to sell all this junk so we could walk straight. And this is for your efforts. Now don't offend me by trying to turn it down, just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. Gold coins by 100.
All
oh, hello,
according to
Svetlana.
plan.
Ah, let's loot the place. Acquire valuables when you have rested. Can we open this?
This is not possible.
And Lindsay was called for.
And we can't open
Follow
that.
my lead.
And here is our first quest filled with junk. This is a bonus, and so is this. I have the full Imperial edition. And I have 2 pets. Ember summons a pet Red Panda. Red Panda's emotional support gives +1 moral bonus to saving throws. And we have Tiger summons a pet cat. Cat's feral instincts provide +2 moral bonus on perception and lore nature checks, latter that I can't use because it's untrained. Tiger's story is actually, if I remember correctly, one of the developers lost his or her cat and they added it to game. Yeah, potatoes. Let's see. What do I want to stash? All the books. I want to collect all the books. And okay, we will keep all of that with us. That we might actually end up selling. Not that. That and that we don't need, but we don't want to give up from them. Split. Yeah, these things are heavy. We don't need them right now, and we don't want to use any of the spells. We will carry that. Alright. All of this will be sold, all of this will be sold, these will be distributed. This is something we don't need right now. It does not stack with any armor. Explorer's Belt, +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution and +2 resistance bonus on saving throws against diseases, fatigue and exhaustion. I would pretty much want to place that for myself, because my con is a bit bad, but I believe Amiri, who is a barbarian, needs it more. Blessed Sinet. This Sinet grants its wearer the ability to cast Bless spell as first level cleric 3 times per day, and is something that I will always and forever forget to use. No questions about that. Oh, my friends. Although that is useful to someone else than me. I want my pets with me. And then we don't have any spells to rest, so let's just sleep. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out of the window and you find out that the fog was not figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me.
Guardian of the Blue.
Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of the beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it is clear that she is exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches toward you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph, others are sleeping. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I am glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
What do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
All right, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
Safe location. There are no threats in this location. It is a sort of headquarter where you can prepare your party for new expedition. In such locations, companions don't follow you around and will go about their own business. You can speak with them freely to get to know them better, which is what I will do, but probably not on this stream right now, because we have been chatting quite a lot with various people, and I think most people just want to see us a bit doing something else, and we will do. But first, we will have to have a chat with Svetlana. Good day, I hope you are feeling alright after the battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What did you want to ask me? This is a very personal request, she says, while he is standing over her, and maybe not important enough for your time. I'll completely understand if you say no, but for the first time Stag Lord thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stair of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something or that I'd say something stupid and everyone's around laugh. If you happen to find my ring among bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize, my name is engraved inside the band. There is one more thing. Among the bandits there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in fights, in fact she can be extremely dangerous and cruel, but please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have the chance. I'll be happy to help, Svetlana. I'm so grateful for your help. I have to go. Farewell. We have talked enough. It's time for the action as well. And more talking. Pucken frowns as he ostentatiously examines your nearest wall, hands in his sleeves. Without turning to you, the old man finally says in a dull voice, "Do you want some potions? Can I help you in any way?" Well, since you're asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there, but the place has been overrun by spiders. The berries are red, look a lot like raspberries, bangberries I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gathered a basket of them and brought them back. Just be quick if you do, they're spoiled quickly. Bangberry cave has been revealed. Those spiders in the cave are mean. Here, let me give you some alchemical fire. Crafted it myself. Burn those spiders to a crisp. That will teach them for taking over my fanberry grave. I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They are rare and mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them, but I know that kobolds gather them and value them highly. It's not a huge deal, really. I'd do it myself if I were younger, but if you're willing, I'll pay you 3 potions for the berries and purse full of coins for the radishes. Alright, I'll try to help. I should go. And then let's just sell some junk. Show me your... Oh yeah, show me your wares, Alec. Nothing too good for such good person. Offer. And I believe we are going to save that. For now, deal. And then we want to... Let's sell those. We have to watch out. Let's keep that. Let's sell that. Let's keep that. Lindsay can use it. Oh, we have too many of those. Okay. And then let's... Actually, we don't have any recipes right now, so... These food items are for cooking recipes. We will gather them later. Right now we will just go what we want and need. Deal, and then oh, backup holding, we don't have money for that. Didn't you have anything useful? Yeah, seasoned wings and diets, butterfall, edible moss, which we just sold, but no matter. Acid flask, that could be useful later on. All of those, but we are too poor. You. I like this sword, it is a good sword, but it also, despite its enhancement bonus, it currently has -2 to her attack, which is at this point far too much. We will get her Masterwork Great Sword, sorry. And I think, let's see if that was everything. We can't sell it. We can't sell this at all. She's stuck with it. Take that and use it. Actually, let's turn these way around. Great. Now, was there anything else? Dueling. Oh yeah. Do you have a better dueling sword for me? Masterwork dueling sword? Do you? Club composite bow dart. Masterwork 500. Oh boy. Yeah, that's cost a lot. And we need more of these campus brass and creations. How many do we actually have? 5. That should be enough for now. Attack +7. Excellent. Let's take the chunk upstairs. We don't need that much of it. I'm going to keep the dueling sword for a small time. You we are going to take, but you split. Oh boy. Oh, how many? I don't think we actually need any of these right now. We might need them later on, but not right now. We really... Oh, copy recipe. Okay then, let's move on. Yeah, I will chat with these guys later on when they... Oh, there's the Ember, the red panda. Hello, Ember. You are a weird creature. We will continue for a while. We have a couple of battles which I'm sure you guys want to see. And then you can tell me if you want to say this sort of game or similar later on. We don't need any of that. That's a bit unfortunate. It shows the stash and actions you can click and collect all, and then oh boy, you are overweight once again. We'll take all and then we will head forward. There's Fanberry Cave and random encounter. There is someone on the road. Get ready. A jittery old man in squealing clothing shuffles up to you. His grey hair is unkempt and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen and he tugs at his beard. Strange sweater, invisible fog, creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind you can cast an evil eye. Who are you? Remus, but that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look and no one else can. Invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I should probably go. You hasten? You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Tartuccio? He is not tall, but he wants to climb high. Besides him are those who could stand against him and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He's an old tomb, south of the trading post. Thank you. How do you know we are rivals? I don't know, I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But you can choose what they see. All the more reason not to linger. Farewell. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimers shall it be. Bound, merged, joined, but unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Oh, bugger off.
That is not far.
Let's see if we can do all of this on one roll before returning to Oleg's. Thornford, Ancient Tomb. These are the places we want to visit now. And we also want to visit Vampire Cave. That is not something that we can claim right now. Oh boy. Yes, I would like to enter this and prepare for the potential saves coming time again. There's something I want to do here. I don't like those dates. And let's just prepare to die. Horribly.
As it should be.
Tartuccio, a gnome in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartuccio, who you know from your time in Reston. The wild gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in the every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golarion!
He really is delightful. The planet Golarion orbits a yellow sun in the far reaches of the material plane. Third of 11 in orbit, this blue planet contains vast oceans and lush green lands and is the perfect environment for countless cultures. Indeed, Golarion is the most populous planet in its solar system. Its innately hospitable and life-sustaining environment is presumably the work of the gods, so astronomers sometimes refer to Golarion as the child. Astronomers of other places, however, often refer to Golarion as the Gauge, in reference to its cosmic role as the prison of the mad god Rovakuk, who lies bound at the world's core.
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now. If we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Harim, I would be happy to see you among my companions. Your fate does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuccio.
There is as much vanity in your words as in the words of all who have not seen the wisdom of Grotus. Yet you seem a worthier leader than the arrogant Tartuccio. Perhaps in serving you, I shall open your eyes to the teachings of my faith.
Grotus is the god of the end times, a sentient and cruel moonlet that looks down upon the boneyard and waits for the last living soul to die. When Parasma judges the last soul after the last living body dies on the material plane, Grotus will descend to the boneyard and move on to the material plane to clean up and pack the dust away for another reality. No one really knows what Grotus is going to do once the last soul is judged, but it is generally accepted that it will not be pleasant.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
I so like you, Tartuccio.
Charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
You.
Do not falter.
Let's try this way.
Charge! Kill it with fire.
I didn't
Thank
even
you.
break a sweat.
Lost.
Oh boy. Ah, Mary. Why am I not surprised?
You survive. I always survive.
Well, let's kill these guys. Harim is down. This isn't going too well. I'm so dead.
This should do it.
This isn't going to end well. Oh god.
A calculated risk. This was not
Damn it!
part of the plan.
Doesn't go too well. Oh. Demoralize. No, demoralize him then. Can you kill that guy for us, please? Pal? Oh boy. And we have no heals on her. Excellent. And she doesn't have any tricks either. Unfortunately. You are a nasty fellow. No, 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 no! That was a mistake on my part. Luckily, he didn't hit. Oh, come on. Kill the little guy. The annoying one. The only one left.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. This is our last chance to deal with this guy. Which might actually kill us.
Avenge me.
And... damn it. Oh, that went well.
Let me get
Blah blah
You
blah blah
quickly
blah.
now. If
Harim,
There is as much vanity.
thank
I see
you.
my magnificent.
You need inspiration.
Let's just kill that guy as soon as possible. This guy's a mage. And he is troublesome. You sing a song of your people. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was brilliant. Lindsay, get over there. Out of the way. No, 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 no. This is bad. You go with your attack somewhere else, please. And charge. Okay, this is going better. Yes, I was a bit worried there. Same. Hello, Harry. Welcome aboard. Let's level up you real soon. It seemed from afar to be cut but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinding jackal skull has recently been scratched on the top of the image.
All according to plan.
Did you have anything? Yo, you have plenty of useful things. Shield, scale mail, not worth it. Worth it. Just about worth it. Nope. Nope. Yes. Chocolate! That is very much worth it. Okay. And this is why I brought that. I was hoping that we would get this guy in our team. Longsword +1, having a magic weapon suits you very well. Level 2 added companion. I like to do this like this. Harim, you are a cleric. And the only things you need are religion and perception. You really don't need anything else. None of the new abilities, but as a cleric he does have some fine things. True Strike, Bless, Bane. What do we want him to have? That's a bit... Do we have... Let's give him that. And then heal us, please. Okay, give me a good one, please. Well, it will have to do.
In due time.
What's that?
Interesting.
Ancient Cyclops coin.
Just letting the ink dry.
Yep. Oh boy, we haven't actually saved.
What a find!
Oh, is my trigger better than his? Hers?
It is finished.
It was. Excellent. And the time for a little save scum. Maybe. Not sure yet. Leave. How sweet the first breath of fresh air after the state damp suffiness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heat, replete with hills and quills and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions had gone cold. Lord Nature 11, but we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. Alas, no matter how long we stayed in this way sea of grass, we could not divide blah 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 blah. Saves come. We are doing this in this game. As you know, when I'm playing Baldur's Gate, I don't do any saves coming, but in this game, I am doing, and I'm not at least ashamed of it. Succeeded! No blade or grass was bent. It must have been enough time to straighten back up since whoever last passed through. But the heat's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully that dried up a bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At an edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We stumbled up a fresh battlefield. and here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down the enemies, their enemies followed the path alongside its edge. We tried to imagine who or what left those claw marks. Succeeded! Thank you, Amiri. The claw marks were not deep, the attackers were small and lean, and more of these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of prince left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled onto a kobold lance. We don't have anyone with magic skills. Well, got in the way. We stood a while in thought, then followed the single set of footprints down in the gully. The way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill deeper and deeper. Finally the footprint turned, whirled up the steep slope and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as two tall men and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long steady-looking route stuck out of the ground from the top. Mobility 11, there was one brave hero among us who decided to try his luck and climb the route. Nailed it. And that was me. After tugging on the root, Xavier took a deep breath, grappled it with both hands and began the difficult ascent. Punching with his feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both his hands, he climbed higher and higher. Only his heavy breathing and the faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down from the top of the slope and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping his fits, Xavier shifted his weight to his legs and froze. After a tense moment he continued his journey and soon had reached the top of the slope. After catching his breath, he lay on the ground and offered his hand to help the next us up. After climbing out the gully one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense, we sensed that we were approaching our target and our intuition proved correct. Close.
All according to plan.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
Their leader speaks in the suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartuccio. Right. Chaotic neutral. That's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of the forest. A circus show. Learning a new trait, Tartuccio?
You! When will I finally be rid of you?
Never.
Don't listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me!
What for Gollum?
Serves you right.
Oh, I missed. Oh, for real? Come on, there's only two of them. Attack. Okay. Well, that went
Adventures
better.
call to them.
Hey, where are our
I am
pets?
prepared.
Ember? Tiger? Thank you. There's an imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. Huggies. And I probably butchered its name again. Copy recipe. Thank you.
What's that?
Let's investigate the area. Found something. Ancient Roseland coin. Tip. Don't sell these things. Save them. I know it's a bit of a spoiler, but I'm not going to give any more of them. When you find something, it even hints that there might be someone interested of them. And that is a better trade. Port! Yeah, for those wondering, I will keep playing until I return to Olex. There's another area in between where we will still visit. So far we have been online 2 hours and 25 minutes.
What troubles you?
And I have to admit, this is fun. I actually missed this. I was a bit worried when I started that I would be nervous or something, or my voice would fail, but it has lasted so far, so all good so far. We don't want all that junk. We will go to do, probably go to do one of the final save scums. Yeah, you know it. Zone 4, this is where those bandits should be. Enter. And let's make a proper save here. Zone 4. Oh, we could actually move a bit silently. And not stumble into every rock. There might be enemies nearby. Or something to find. Scorched fragment of a necklace.
In due time.
Someone might make something out of it.
This requires
Crap.
attention.
What a find!
Hey, this is brilliant actually. They also recorded all of those lines in whispering voice. So they actually whisper when moving in silence.
Not possible.
Oh, come on.
It is finished.
You can try to disarm traps if you fail, but you can't do it for those locked chests. Someone else has to try, or you will have to gain another level.
Running won't help you!
Charge!
Interesting.
Splat!
This was not.
Oh, come on!
Plan.
Okay, I need better armor. Fast, please. Okay, and this is the bad part of this game. I really don't like how I have to go through each individual back and forth.
Your
It's a bit silly.
life ebbs low.
Well, kill her. Be a deer and kill her. Oh, don't. Ah. Well, didn't need to waste that spell.
I'm listening.
Well,
Anything is possible.
Grotus
You
awaits
can
us.
actually stick with that.
Ready for anything.
I
And
wrote it like I saw it.
The end draws near.
you still have one good heal left. Let's use it now. So this is channel positive energy. Good roll, please.
And Lindsay
Oh,
was called
F you.
forth.
Yes.
See, take a look. Lindsay is more useful than you, Harry. Ring. Oh, that's useful. do I benefit from it? Ring of Protection, well, I already have that as a deflection bonus, so let's give it to our tank. Yes. Yeah, seeing is believing. Probably nothing here. You never actually know, because there are a bunch of perception checks hidden. And you might just not know if you missed them. So, at the later stages of the game, I will probably run through all of these areas at least once when I have people with higher perception than we have right now.
Their sight betrays them.
So, there might be a magical super armor right there and I'm not seeing it. Gressel. The dark-headed bandit is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, she squares her shoulders and clenches her hands. Well, looks who's here. This is the Gressel, the bandit responsible for collecting taxes for the Stag Lord. Requires good. You don't have this option if you have evil option or neutral. Easy now, I'm not here to blanket the stolen lands with corpses. Well, that is a lie. Lower your weapons and let's talk. I won't kill anyone who leaves the Stag Lord's service or is willing to help me find him. So think about it. Is he really a leader you're ready to die for? Fine, I won't cut your throat, for now at least. But I also won't kneel to some Restov upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you been listening to Svetlana? Let's be neutral good. I don't want to drift too close to chaotic. Is it so hard to believe that I simply might not want unnecessary bloodshed? You know, life hasn't been so good to me, Gressel replies sullen. Why should I trust you? Alright, here's my piece. The Stag Lord's been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than on what's going on around him. If he won't answer an insult for some rest of crook like Jamandi, then you're right. We chose the wrong leader. So go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do. I won't stop you, but I won't help you either. And here, give this to Svetlana. The bandit places a ring in your hand, then leaves. Items received: Svetlana's wedding ring. Thank you. And I think we have something else to do. Jod Kapken. You see a dark-haired man of about 45, though the wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He is currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly as the light as he moves his lips, as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up and he notices you. Praise Erastil. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Kavken. I'm a priest of Erastil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river, said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Erastil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. Erastil, also known as Old Deadeye and the Stag God, is one of the oldest human gods still worshipped in the Inner Sea region and is concerned with family, farming, hunting and trade. During the Age of Creation, Erastil was among the gods who battled Rovaguk when he sought to destroy Golarion and were eventually able to contain him in the Dead World at the plane's core. His religion dates back to before Age of Darkness, when small farming communities and hunter-gatherers prayed to him for bountiful harvests and successful hunts. Legends claim that it was Old Deadeye himself who crafted the first bow and gifted it to humans to overcome the challenges of the world. Even as the accomplishments of civilization mount, Erastil continues to embrace and represent the simpler pleasures life has to offer. Galt, a nation of free thinkers and radicals renowned for brilliant poets, artists and philosophers whose ideas shaped the politics of the whole of Avistan. Galt was once a vassal nation of Cheliax. After the death of Aroden and the rise of House Turun in Cheliax, the people of Galt decided to throw off their foreign rulers, along with their own nobles who had colluded with them. The executions did not end the bloodshed, and within 5 years, the severed heads of the minstrels of the first government rolled down the steps on the guillotine. In the 40 years since, over a dozen governments have ruled Galt, rising and falling like the wave of stormy sea. Neutral good, release shot. I'm glad I could help. Oh, these times, to be surprised to meet an honest man, as to see a manticore at the vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future, once I've restored my strength. Come to see me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given me by Erastil on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to the Olex Leviton's trading post, the rest to think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform old Judd. My gratitude will know no bounds. Thank you. And then let's prepare to save scum living daylights out of this dark night forest. Yes! Succeeded at perception check. Wine for the Stag Lord. Don't you dare steal it, fools. I'll make sure you rot. Take the wine, break the jars, roll nature check past, poison the wine.
All according
Done.
to plan.
Thank you.
A trivial matter.
Thank you. And thank you. Oh. Did it. And we didn't even need the scum. That was brilliant. Sweet pancakes, eggs, flour, honey. Yeah, each of these followers and companions actually have a favorite dish. Something they prefer, and I think they get a slight bit of more bonus from it. So it's another nice feature. Let's see if we manage to return to Oleg's trading post. Let's take that. Leave nothing behind when it's valuable and we can carry it. Okay, that is our next target. The remains of a small house accompanied by an old stone altar and hidden deep in the woods. Local hunters sometimes use the place for shelter and try not to think too hard about who built it and why it was abandoned. New events. Examine the old hut that Stag Lord is interested in. You have never been in this location, but right now we will have to go to Olex anyway, because we are going to be exhausted long before we get there. Oh! Bogart hunting grounds. The surrounding swamps have long been known by the locals as hunting grounds for a particularly vicious tribe of Bogarts. Newcomers often learn the hard way how dangerous they can be. Hello, Ellen and I. Yeah, all my streams are currently surprise stream.
My strength fades.
Oh, we will get them in sort of surprise streams because, well, you know how my days or my weeks are. Saying that, oh, I'll stream on Wednesday probably means that I'll be spending 5 days doing something else at work. Whoa. Okay. Oleg Luton, listen, well, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you can help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods, not a normal wild pig, we're talking about a vicious boar, as big as a bear and wicked as a devil. The locals call him Tusk Cutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Begel Benzel found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the board's head, but it looks like there aren't any heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster. Let's see what Amiri has to say. Hey! We're better than the local wussy, right? Wanna bet that I can chop off this Tuskcutter's snout with a single swing? Come on, let's find out. And the amount of surprised people. Alright, let's go kill this Tuskcutter. Right, that's the way. I like it. Let's do it. Tuskcutter's lair has been revealed. Oh boy, we are in so deep in the pain. Excellent, we survived back and we are all exhausted. And we don't have anything we want to... Actually, we might want to store... Okay. We might want to save that. I'll take it away from you soon, dear. These are all composite longbows. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing there. Show me your wares, Oleg. For yeah, we don't need gnome hooked hammer. And this. Hold on a second. Svetlana's wedding ring. Good. I was worried that I was actually going to sell it by accident. Oh, hetkinen. Oh, sorry. Scroll of Summon Monster 1. Let's keep these around still. We might need them. And yeah, we're fine. I'll just take that away from you. You don't need to keep it around. I just don't want to sell it yet. Oh, Svetlana. Okay. Svetlana greets you warmly. Good day to you. Do you need anything? I'd be happy to help. Here's your ring, Svetlana. Gretel gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Gretel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irena before all this. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the street, hanging out with the bad crowd, until the day she past mother complained about Irena constantly. Back then it was just cruel games and straight escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Restov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irena. I brought her here to the stolen dance, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a leader, real leader, unlike rest of the softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Camping supplies and rations X10, thank you. I have to go. Farewell. And I actually believe that I really have to go, because it's have been 2 hours and 42 minutes and the time here is what? Derp, I still can't. Time is for me to learn how to use my new pad. 21:47. I would actually have time to play, but I have to do some work. Paperwork. That's the best work. Masterwork Bastard Board. We will spare that. And that we will read them at some point. These are to be spared. And so are all the scrolls for now. And then what do we need? Oh, we need to sell those. For reals. Did we have any... Oh, why don't we have any alchemist fires? That's too much. Hard one. These weigh a lot. But these weigh a bit more. Right. Let's take 6 and leave 9. Damn. $60. Okay, let's go and sell everything again. Oh hey, do we have how much money we have actually? Before
Follow
I
my
sell
lead.
a damn thing, how much money do we have? Of course, we are all tired. That affects to the weight. So much. We still don't have enough money for this. Oh whoa. Let's sell those. I don't really need them. And yeah, there's no way to squeeze out. Well, maybe there would be, but it would mean that I would have to sell stuff that I don't want to sell at the moment. Yeah, let's just keep these. Let's actually take chocolate back
In due
up.
time.
I don't need it. That is something I definitely don't need, and it is pricey. 51 by 0.4 pounds. And we can't open this. Nope. Okay, guys. I'm afraid that's going to be it, because I really need to stretch my legs and back, and I have to do some paperwork as well.